Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our presentation on gene therapy. Today, we will focus on how gene therapy has been incorporated into many different fields to create lasting treatments for illnesses and solutions to world problems. In medical terms, gene therapy is a form of treatment in which a new gene is introduced to the patient that contains functioning genes that correct disease-causing mutations. This gene editing technique is also incorporated into different scientific fields in which plants and bacteria are genetically modified to perform specific tasks.
So how does gene therapy link to asthma? Asthma is a chronic disease of the airways that makes breathing difficult. A new American study has demonstrated a way to deliver gene therapy to repair lungs damage by chronic allergic asthma and to reduce inflammation that causes asthma attacks. The potential therapy, tested in mice, may hold promise for asthma patients whose disease is not controlled by the most commonly used treatments. How does this all correspond to BABS 1201? Well, in BABS, we learn about cells and the biological makeup and functionality of the body, which relates to gene therapy and asthma. Theme 2, which endorses cell biology and cell architecture, describes the principal types of living cells and their key components yet relating to microbiology, as T cells and DNA which code our genes. It also corresponds to Theme 4, genetics and how they're regulated, as it is what the topic is based upon, gene therapy. This theme enables us to describe genetic material and explain the uses of recombinant DNA technology, hence relating to gene therapy and manipulation of T cells to reverse the gene for.
Now we're starting our podcast. We've collected 3 fun facts about gene therapy for you, so let's get the genetic party started. Fact number 1. The maybe unintended consequences of genetically modifying babies. Recently, Chinese scientist He Yankui has genetically modified 2 human embryos and in that process has thrown all cautions to the wind regarding the safety and ethics of gene editing. He inserted a gene associated with HIV resistance into 2 twin embryos. Their father's HIV positive. Fun fact, Jack's colleagues are working with that same gene. Because human genetic modification is an ethically dangerous field, there are significant rules and regulations about it. For example, modifying the somatic cells is potentially allowed under strict guidelines. However, modifying the germline of an individual potentially alters all future offspring because the germline DNA is inherited and can drastically increase certain allele frequencies in future populations. Curiously, while it appears that making the children HIV resistant seemed to be a good deed, it has become clear that the children were never actually at risk of becoming HIV positive. It does bring into question the truth and morality of his experiment, especially considering the fact that this particular gene is also associated with above average intelligence. Are we talking about genetically modifying super intelligent babies? No, not really. However, because gene modification is becoming more accessible and affordable, we need to consider the potential implications genetic editing has on the human race.
Our second fun fact is on how gene therapy can be used to treat cancers such as melanoma. This was first demonstrated in a primary article published in the Journal of American College of Surgeons, where the scientists injected a specific virus named TVEC to 80 adult patients who studied its effects over a 3-year period. Now, TVEC is a genetically modified herpes virus and contains stimulative factors that increase tumor-specific immune response. The results of the study showed that there was either complete or partial local response to the TVEC therapy. The main benefit of the TVEC therapy is that the virus is injected directly into the skin tumor. There's no severe side effects as compared to chemotherapy and other cancer drugs.
And now we have fact number 3. Using bacterial DNA to solve world malnutrition. But how? Well, the answer is golden rice. Golden rice is a genetically engineered variety of rice which was designed to combat vitamin A deficiency for public health. Vitamin A deficiency has been recognized as a significant public health problem continuously for more than 30 years. The problem is particularly severe in populations where rice is the staple food and there is no diversity in the diet. As white rice contains no micronutrients whatsoever.
Now we have given you an insight of how wide the field of gene therapy and editing is, from making genetically modified babies to curing diseases or targeting world hunger. There is so much to be gained from this type of research, but also a lot of potential risks. Some risks include failure to insert the gene in the correct location, thus leading to possible harmful mutations to DNA, as cells are micro and difficult to work and manipulate. It may also cause other health problems as the body is altered with, and the immune system will respond to the working gene copy negatively, thus causing further inflammation. Also, a significant ethical implication is animal and human testing to figure out the gene therapy and thus possible harm may be done.